Last time on Tales of Berseria. Enjoying yourself?
Ask me what this town's known for. Answer, stairs.
We take pride in being an anti-wheelchair facility. We have exactly no ramps, and if you have a ramp, you're killed on the spot.
Hey guys, Ryden here, and welcome back to Tales of Berseria. So, a few things. I just noticed I kind of start my videos with a few things quite a bit. Or last time, never really thought about it. Kind of subconsciously end all my videos with riding out. I don't even know how that started. I just started doing it. Now it's so engraved in my mind that I don't even think about it. I just kind of do it. Anyways, now back to the game. A few things have happened. One, this video will probably be up late, and I'm super sorry for that, because I have a lot of commitments to attend to right now, and I still have been quite ill. I have like a splitting headache that's been killing me over the past week, so I even have it now. So yeah, sorry about that. I'm trying to get better with my schedule, but I have to get better with real life scheduling first. Stop following me. No, I'm trying to talk to the internet people. Stop this. Wow, the enemies around here are really easy to kill. Another thing is, right before this, I was flipping out, and I have like a few real world stories to tell you outside the YouTube universe. I usually kind of try to stick to the game when I'm talking, because I feel like it helps people enjoy the game when I stick to the game and what I think about it, and to kind of make jokes about it. But let's go outside the game for a second. One of the things you guys did tell me about the last episode, though, Lancelot, who was a fight I was having a lot of trouble with. Let's go to the menu real quick and take a look at him. Here it is. Lancelot is level 73. I was not supposed to fight him yet. And he has a 2% chance to instantly defeat a stunned foe. So that's great. And I have no clue how I beat him. For reference, we're level like 33 right now. We beat someone who is 40 levels above us. I am honestly surprised. I'm very happy though that I was able to do it. Anyways, time to get back to the game. There's a code red enemy over there. This time I'm not gonna show my fight with it unless it's substantial, because I really want you guys to see more of the story. I feel like last episode was just side quest after side quest. Ooh.
Do you know why Velvet was sent to that prison island in the first place?
It had to be to funnel the other prisoners' malevolence to Innominat, right?
There's an Earth Pulse point near Abbey, right? Wouldn't it have been easier just to leave her there?
Lack of food, probably. I heard she devoured the entire village. Could that rumor really be true?
I mean, guys, I don't want to get gross here, but we're talking about the fact that A, she didn't shower in 2 years up until that point, and B, there is no bathroom in there. So unless turning into a demon changed her digestive system, that room is not gonna be a fun place to go to.
Who can say? Let's ask Eisen's coin.
You know it doesn't work like that.
All right, let's think. Why else would Artorius move Velvet to the island? If she was the first Therian he captured...
He needed a guinea pig to test out what was written in the ancient book.
Precisely. He made a special cage for her in the island prison, where Earth Pulse Point and Malevolence met. Then he used Velvet to test how Therians work.
Huh. I could see him doing that.
But turning his own family into an experiment.
I'm just offering a theory. But a man willing to sacrifice his brother's life wouldn't likely show mercy to his sister either.
How could he be capable of such things?
Perhaps that's just how badly he wants to save this world. Or perhaps there's no other way it could be saved.
Huh?
Oh yeah, the intro to this game, I couldn't show it because of copyright reasons in the first episode. It's like a normal Tales intro where all the characters are doing the cool things, but I find the contrast in it to be so hilarious. It depicts this game as this journey of people constantly struggling and fighting in these awesome combat shows, like Eisen fighting a demon and Velvet having this sick duel against Eleanor or something like that. I recommend avoiding it if you don't want, like, spoilers, though. It's not really, like, spoilers, but it's spoilers as to what's gonna happen in, like, which environment. It's weird, because you watch that and the game seems so action-packed, and I get here, and Rokuro and Eisen are arguing about bugs, and Laphicet has literally almost seen every girl naked. Or at least has had the offer to.
Do you think there'll be ruins at this Earth Pulse point, too?
If you're expecting something like the undersea or underground temples we saw before, you might be setting yourself up for a disappointment.
Have you been there before?
No. But if there's any such kind of grand structure here, it wasn't recorded in the Abbey's archives. Eastgand has long been a frontier, and civilization here was never really developed. Plus, the land to the east is said to be unstable, making it hard to build anything too large there.
Even if a temple had been built there, the shifting earth would likely have swallowed it without a trace. The worship of Innominat may be widespread now, but just a few years ago, Empyrean faith was all but dead.
Right.
Still, if you actually searched for the ruins, I bet you could come up with something incredible. We've seen underwater and underground temples, so why not a temple in the sky?
A temple in the sky?
He's
It's
so
a romantic
excited.
thought, and the ancients were certainly advanced, but
Flying temples are a bit far-fetched, eh?
Hey, that's the beauty of magic. Anything could happen. A flying temple, a beautiful woman being sawed in half. The border between dream and reality is as fine as a frog's hair.
Maybe you just spend too much time daydreaming.
Maybe.
What does that mean? That was just like, grumpy. You know what's funny? Because I see like 90% of the chests in this game, and if I see if it's just a dead end with a normal chest, I don't even go for it, because 90% of the time the chests just have worthless items I don't need. And even when they have weapons, the weapons get outclassed rather quickly no matter how rare they are, so I often end up just skipping them. I know I shouldn't do that, but it's what the game is kind of... Oh, there's a cat's box over there. It's what the game has kind of trained me to do. Found a cat's. See you later, buddy. It's just kind of the same way that, like, fire drills kind of train you to not be afraid of fire drills. Hence, kind of making the situation where there's a real fire not urgent. Alright, let's fight this skunk thing.
I don't think we have a chance.
What do you mean we don't have a chance? We just fought, like, level 70 knight thing. This thing's only level 52. We can take it. Has the same health as that knight guy, though. Wow, you can really stun lock this thing into submission if you want to.
You thought I'd stop there. Annihilate.
Wow, we can just go for it. You can't chain it infinitely, but you can sure go for a while. Oh my god! Why can he cast spells like that? Lophaset, please. Lophaset, just revive me. Please do not blow up Lophaset. I need him. Leave me be, demon. Yeah, some of the Code Red enemies are somewhat difficult now. Kind of like it. Miser's Glaciite. Provides the ability to trigger a random skill which can have SG consumption on hard mode or above. Cool. I think it really does pay off playing hard mode, though, because you get to experience all these little Acerite things that you wouldn't be able to if you weren't playing hard mode. It's kind of obvious. Oh, I forgot to show you guys. I haven't even looked at it myself, but apparently Rokuro and Velvet have received swimwear from my expeditions. Yeah, that's kind of what I expected. Wish I could have Rokuro's abs. Now let's look at Velvet's super... That's unexpected. I expected that to be like hyper scantily clad. I guess you can't have a scantily clad swimsuit unless it's like ridiculous. But that's really conservative for Velvet. This swimsuit may be plain, but looking good isn't always about showing off. Well, that's what Velvet tries to do in all of our other clothes. So the prisoner clothes are for, I guess, for people who like their women dirty and naked. Oh hey, I think this is the save point from at the beginning of the game. I'm not sure though. It's kind of unfamiliar at this point. It's been a while since we've been here. But if I recall, if you go that way, it leads up to the shrine.
That voice.
Let me guess it's gonna be her friend. Yep. Oh, what is that?
What's going on?
Okay, let's try and... Wow, everything in this area is just weak to fire.
Can Nico be here?
I don't know, because she lives in the village? I don't know.
Not good. Not good.
Ow. Uh-oh. Oh, that sidestep is so good. Because you can just do it really quickly and get some great results with it. Oh, jeez. You guys are just stun locking him for me. I don't even have to Eisen it out most of the time. Wait, I just noticed all the bosses we're fighting are around like level 50. Does that mean I'm expected to be a higher level than I am, or is that just hard mode being hard mode? I'm not sure. You know, I need to start using Eleanor more often. I rarely actually have her in battles. It's not like she's bad or anything, I just often don't have her here. Hence why her setup right now is spam this. Because I haven't really done anything with her. I do like the fact that she plays like a Dragoon, but I kind of wish she did the whole jumping thing. I know I'm kind of making a stark and unfair comparison. I mean, I can't expect her to just straight up be Kain. Ooh, all those levels. Celestial Glaciite. Grants a random skill that creates an advantage against demi-human, armored, undead, fiend, and dragon enemies on normal mode or above. All these Glaciites really add up. There must be like a billion calculations going on behind the scenes. There must be. There's so many random skills that can happen. I want to see the reaction. That's all I want to see.
Velvet? What is this? How are you alive? I could ask you the same question. Where have you been this whole time? You just up and disappeared! Everyone thinks that you were eaten by a demon! But I knew it couldn't be true. You're too strong to let some crummy demon take you down. You're alive.
Oh, it's sweet, but I still want to know what happened.
Sorry, I didn't mean to embarrass you in front of your friends. I have to let everyone know the good news. You finally come back to us!
Nico's alive. She's alive.
Don't let your guard down. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Well, naturally, we've got a Reaper with us.
I kind of want to make the guess here that somehow I want to say that everyone in the village who died maybe got transformed into a Malakim or something of some type. That's my guess so far. Or this is some huge trap where like everyone's like a ticking time bomb or something.
Let's head for a ball. We can ask everyone there exactly what happened.
Yeah.
And if everyone did actually turn into Malakim or something like that, then that means that Velvet's gonna freak out because that means that her brother could still be alive.
Are you sure that the other villagers died that day?
Well, it's not like I had time to check. This can't be. After what I did, when he killed Luffy.
Velvet, are you alright?
Of course I'm alright. I know I'm right. I'm sure of it. This isn't how the village should be.
Well, let's stay calm and investigate.
I am calm. I'm fine. Really.
It didn't seem like that was someone else masquerading as this Nico girl.
But if she's the real thing, then something very unnatural is going on. You get me, Rokuro?
Yeah, we better keep an eye out.
Well, we're finally back at the village. Let's see how everyone's doing. Alive.
Velvet! You're really all right.
Oh, thank heavens! It's so good to see you!
Where have you been all this time? You never even wrote!
But I don't. I thought the whole village was wiped out that day.
Yeah, it nearly was.
But just when we thought it was all over, Arthur, Lord Artorias saved us!
No, it was his doing in the first place. He sacrificed Laphicet.
It really was a shame what happened to that poor boy.
That's all you have to say? A shame? My brother Laffy died
I'm sorry. Truly, I am. But you can't lose hope, dear.
He's right. What counts is that your brother's still alive.
What?
He's alive?
He's in your house. Don't worry, we've all pitched in to take care of him.
I don't...
Velvet.
That just doesn't seem right. I don't know.
Velvet. Let's go to your house and see.
Yeah, okay.
This is sketch. Gonna buy sketchy fake weapons from the sketchy fake shopkeeper. Alright, let's head over and check on Laffy. This is, quite odd.
Luffy's alive?
What's wrong?
Well, that didn't break it.
Next time you suspect an illusory art, test out your theory on yourself.
You think we're all seeing an illusion?
It's possible. It wouldn't be the first time.
But an entire village? That shouldn't be possible. Shouldn't be, no.
How do we approach this? Try to break it apart at the seams somehow?
No.
That's the only way Aizen knows how to test for illusions, is punch it.
For now, we and our enemies share the same goal. Come on, help me look for the Therian.
Sure.
I think I'll stick with Velvet.
I won't stop you.
Keep a close eye on her. I don't think she's entirely right in the head at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought everyone else was going to leave but those two, but looks like we got stuck with this party, which in all fairness is pretty balanced. It's actually, I think, the most magic-based party we can have. Because Eleanor's like a hybrid, Magalu is a pretty much straight caster, Laphicet is kind of a healer caster, and then Velvet has access to practically everything in the game, so... Pretty good elemental team, I have to say. Not one I normally use a lot. Kind of an off one.
My home. It hasn't changed a bit.
We need to be careful, Velvet. Aizen thinks this could be a trap.
You think Nico and everyone are being controlled?
I don't know. It's just...
You think it could be Melchior's doing. But even so...
What?
It's not going to work on me.
Oh, he reached down, heals,
You're
it's like,
insane.
stop, I have to heal it.
People can fight against pain, but...
I won't be deceived by this.
What are you gonna do, just murder him?
You're warm. Luffy, you're really alive. Luffy?
He's been asleep. Ever since that day. I found him at the shrine. Collapsed on the ground. His wounds healed, but he's never woken up.
If he's still alive, that's all that matters. I'll find a way to wake you again, Laffy. I swear I will. We'll be together. I still have to thank you for this comb after all.
So that's where Velvet's comb came from.
That looked like a realization.
Did Lord Artorias really try to sacrifice such a defenseless child? What's wrong, Laphicet? You don't look like your usual perky self.
I'm okay. I'm just glad Velvet's all right.
What? Your name is Laphicet too? What a weird coincidence!
Yeah, coincidence.
Hey, sorry about all that, you guys.
Don't worry about it.
Is she
What are we going to do
smiling?
now?
If it were me, I'd make Laphicet something he really likes for dinner tonight. He can handle soup. Maybe he'll notice the smell of your cooking and it'll wake him up.
Yeah, maybe I should. Would you watch after him while I go buy what I need?
Of course. I am at your beck and call.
I am surprised Eleanor's like, what's this? She's smiling? Okay, she's an imposter.
Is there anything I can do to help too?
Yes, please. I'll need you to be my taste tester.
The hell happened to this character? It just went back to the beginning. Velvet, you're setting yourself up for something
my
bad.
Special quiche. And then I'll throw in tomato and egg soup and some pudding.
I didn't even know your face had smile muscles. I wonder if they've located the Therian.
Let's just leave that to them.
You're not curious?
Of course I am. But for right now, I want to stay close to Velvet. I've got a really bad feeling about this.
Something more important than finding the Therian?
Yeah. My stomach is twisted, and I've got a chill up my spine. I'm really scared.
Very well. I trust your feelings. We'll leave the Therian to Rokuro and Aizen, and stay with Velvet then.
Thanks, Eleanor.
Magilu, what will you do?
Whatever I feel like.
I shouldn't have asked.
Thanks anyway, Magilu.
Are you sure you're doing the right thing?
In the end, whatever happens, happens. Wiser words never spoken, right?
Oh no, what is she up to? Are we gonna have a betrayal, or is she just kind of keeping shut like she knows what's happening, but she's just not gonna say it because people are gonna absolutely flip out if she says it. Very curious to see what's going on with Magalu. First time I've actually seen her take something serious ever. Oh yeah, let's have all these conversations with these not real townspeople.
It's been a long time, hasn't it, Velvet? I wanted to apologize to you for ages now.
Apologize? What for?
That business with Arthur. Back then, I said he seemed like a fraud. I know you took it pretty hard, but if he wasn't there 3 years ago, our village would have been destroyed. I'm sorry I doubted him.
No, it's okay.
I didn't trust him then either. I only realized how amazing of a person he was when he saved all of our lives. I'm ashamed of myself. All this time we've been feeling terrible, thinking we may have driven you to leave the village. Please, forgive us.
That's not... I didn't...
Where have you been these past 3 years? It must have been tough living on your own, without any family to help you.
No, someone threw our food through the ceiling.
Sorry, you don't have to talk about it if it hurts. But if you ever feel like talking, we're here for you.
I know we can't make up for all the pain we put you through, but if there's anything we can do, just ask. And if you'd like, you're always welcome to come back. The whole village would welcome you with open arms.
The part that's getting to me is not a single person has asked about her outfit. They're like, Velvet, what's with the tatters you're wearing? No words.
Between the cold, the famine, and the Daemonblight, there were times I thought the world was done for. But over the past 3 years, I've stopped worrying.
I know we're overly reliant on Arthur and the Exorcists, but this village has changed. The Exorcists taught us that there are things the demons hate. We can't defeat them, but we can keep them away.
Now everybody, repeat after me. With this holy garlic butter and this steak made out of pizza, we can make the best garlic slay the demons, yes.
It's peaceful now. Exorcists stop by on patrol every now and then, and we haven't had a case of Daemonblight since what happened to your sister was horrible. But you and Laphicet should try to move on. Make the most of your lives.
I hope he wakes up soon.
I'm sure he will.
I'm sure he will. It won't be some horrific Silent Hill Resident Evil monster.
Velvet! It's been forever! Great to see you. You haven't changed a whit.
What do you mean by that?
Have you seen Nico yet?
I have.
She's as full of life as she always was, right? Come to think of it, nothing's really changed much, has it?
I suppose not. By the way, how are Orthe and Russ doing?
Those pups haven't changed a whit either. They saw a guy with a big sword walking with a dour-eyed fellow in black. They freaked out and hightailed it.
That That would be Rokuro and Aizen.
Those dogs are as cowardly as always.
So, what part of Velvet hasn't changed a whit?
She doesn't have any makeup on?
Uh-huh.
She doesn't have any makeup on. Yeah, that's what she meant to say. Oh, goodness. I'm so very glad you're safe, Velvet. Wait, was that a... I'm so very glad you're safe, Velvet. It was worth staying single all this time. What about that girl right there? What about her? She seems cute. Or is that your mom? I can't tell. She looks like your mom, actually.
The coming of the Malakim are a gift from the Empyreans, a reward for our repentance and our renewed prayers. The Malakim are our blades against the demons, and the Exorcists the hands that wield them. Humanity's hope.
You never change. Want me to take you home this time?
No! Don't treat me like I'm senile!
Okay.
Oh! It's you, Velvet. Be careful when fighting prickle boars.
If they charge you, punch them in the nose, right?
No! Throw sand in their eyes!
Sand in the eyes. Got it.
You finally started listening to me. You're 16. You've really grown.
Yeah.
16? But aren't you 19?
Leave her be. Hey, could I get some eggs, milk, spinach, and tomatoes? And I'd love to know what cheese you'd recommend too.
You got it. And in celebration of your homecoming, I won't even charge. With you cooking up a feast like that, I'm sure Laphicet will wake up straight away.
Thanks. I really appreciate it.
You're getting spinach? I can't really handle it myself.
You'll never grow up strong if you don't eat your spinach, young lady.
I've done just fine without it so far, thank you.
Oh, if you insist. I'll leave it out just this once.
Wow, Velvet, you must be special. Not many folks get to be friends with an exorcist.
She's not my friend.
The way you two bicker, I find that hard to believe.
Oh yeah, do you have any prickle boar?
Oh, I'm sorry to say that I'm out at the moment.
That's fine. I'll hunt some up myself in the tranquil woods. Just like old times.
Actually, there haven't been any prickle boars there lately. You should try the Morgana Woods instead.
Okay, I'll do that. Thanks for the tip.
Interesting. It's
Alrighty,
so weird
to
to
the
see
Morgana
her.
Woods to hunt some prickle boars.
Yeah, sure.
It's so weird and sad to see her 180. Did she just take out the comb and look at it? Has she always done that, or is that new? I feel like I haven't seen her do that before, but I'm not sure. It could just be my lack of attention. Maybe that's her idle animation I never noticed. I don't know. But it's interesting to see her just take a 180. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's almost too fast. So where's this place I'm supposed to go? You do what you need to do. We'll be fine on our own. You guys haven't even left the village yet? I've had like 6 conversations, went into my own house and went shopping, and you guys are still standing around here staring at the wall. Thanks for helping. One of you guys did suggest, it's like, hey, since Velvet's back in the village, you should put on her old outfit. And like, you know what? At first, I was going to say that's not fitting for the scene, because like, if they bring up her clothes, what then? Like, what are they gonna do? But I think because she's like, reverted so hard, I think I'm gonna go ahead and put the outfit on her. No, you know what? I'm gonna keep her regular hair because I don't think that makes any sense. I know I'm being weird and finicky about this. I like her like wild hair quite a bit. Yeah, this works. Let's go. Oh, it's conversation.
You like spinach, right, Eleanor?
Well, you know, I just... All right, it's true, but keep that between us, okay?
Velvet really seemed to be enjoying herself at the shop.
Quite. And she can really pick out a nice balance of foods while making every gulp count. She seems so cheerful and carefree.
That's the real Velvet. I'm sure of it.
Yes. An ordinary, dutiful, loving sister.
I wish she could have stayed that way. She could have lived a happy life, surrounded by her friends.
Just plain Velvet Crow, sister to Lord Artorias.
And maybe not Lord Artorias, but just plain Arthur.
A happy, ordinary life for an ordinary girl, with a kind family and supportive friends.
That would have been great. But then there'd be no video game. Yeah, when I was a kid, I oddly enough loved spinach. I don't know why. Okay, this is not where we're supposed to be going. I have no idea. I guess we're just supposed to go out the gate again. I don't know how to get to our destination, but... What do you mean keep an eye out on the thickets? They just stand around in the open.
I'm extra good at beating up the weak ones.
A complete victory!
Velvet, I don't know how people can eat prickle boar meat if you devour them. I don't think that works out well.
Okay, this should be enough. Huh? What's wrong?
Nothing. I just feel a little sorry for them is all.
I hear you. These prickle boars might have all been family. People can be so heartless.
Yeah, I'd forgotten this feeling. But what can you do? At the end of the day, we have to eat just as much as they do.
Yes, what can you do in this situation indeed?
Oh, Magalu, you're
Luffy's
being real
waiting for us.
suspicious.
We should run on home now.
Luffy.
Oh, man, I don't want to see Velvet get crushed like this. I've had enough of this over in the other LP. Like, I just need happiness and flowers now.
Shopping, hunting, laughing with friends. That was how her life used to be, wasn't it?
Yes, it reminds me of my own past.
Huh? But wasn't your village... I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. The happy times I shared with my family, I still treasure those memories. And even after the attack, I've still been able to find happiness. Eating a good meal, making new friends.
And falling in love?
Yes, falling in...
Love?
Look what you made me say, Bienfu!
There's nothing to be ashamed of. Most every girl's happiest memories are of her first love, after all. Don't you think there was someone special out there Velvet had feelings for? A first love? Do you really think so?
That's enough of that talk, Bienfu. You sound like an old man.
No! I'm only 150 years old and already
You're
being
that
treated
old?
like an old man!
But still, I would like to meet the guy Velvet first fell for.
I wouldn't.
I see. You're a guy.
People did ask me in the comments section, like, hey, Zeno, who do you ship in this game? I think I told you guys this before, but no, they said, Zeno, do you have a ship in this game? And I said the Von LT as a legit response. Not knowing that they meant, like, oh, that kind of ship. No, not really, honestly. Everyone seems like friends. That's all I have to say. There's an artist named Mao, I think I've talked about before also, and they do a lot of, like, Velvet and Rokuro art, and it's pretty convincing when they do it, especially since Rokuro and Velvet I could see getting along, since they're both kind of simple people in a way, so I could see them getting along real well. Anyone else, not really. Oh, hey.
Heard the news about your brother. I'm happy for you.
So, what's your plan now?
You guys are snooping around the village.
Yeah, we wanted to check out that shrine too, but we got stopped. Apparently, the Abbey's designated it off-limits. If there's a Therian around, it's probably there.
I'm going to draw it out. If this is a trap, things may turn violent. Either way, this place is about to get a lot less tranquil.
The same as everywhere else I've been.
You can quit here if you like, but I'm going to keep on fighting the Abbey.
And if I try to stop you, you'll insist, I presume.
Velvet, no!
I'll give you 1 day. Once you've made up your mind, come meet me at the Cape.
I'm with him. How tomorrow shakes out depends on what you decide, Velvet.
Your hand... It's...
As you can see, I'm a demon. 3 years ago, I was the one who attacked this village and...
I don't want to hear it! Demon, or no demon, you're still you. Okay, so you're scary. I'll get used to it. I promise. I'll keep it a secret. Let's just live here in the village like we used to, okay? You, me, and everyone else.
Nico.
I mean, that's a tempting offer, but I don't know. Curious what Velvet's going to do.
That was rather good, Velvet. Yeah. Laphicet gets a gold star for being such a good taste tester, too.
Tomorrow, I'll fix you up a nice stew.
Hey, is this... It's the original copy of the book on Enominat. And all the pages are here. Velvet...
Hey, Fee. Can I borrow your compass real quick? I'll give it right back. Please?
All right.
He really wanted a compass, more than anything else. Just like you, he loved to stare out at the sea, wondering what's on the other side. He wanted to go adventuring someday.
What's with that mark on his chin?
I didn't know that.
That's supposed to be
I bet
sweat?
once he wakes up, you two will be really good friends.
What is that supposed to be?
So, this is what your life used to be like before everything happened, huh?
What's gotten into you?
Wait, is he infected with something, or is there a graphical error on his face? Oh, it's food.
Maybe I made the pudding a little too sweet.
I thought maybe she made it into zombie food.
Velvet, how do you know what it tastes like?
'Cause it's not real. Oh no, they're all demons, that's why.
I think I'll get myself some shut-eye. But what are you going to do about tomorrow?
Magilu, are there arts that let the caster manipulate dreams?
Huh? Dreams? Why? There is, yes. An art that requires a certain type of Malak. It envelops you in a fog and reads your regrets, then traps you in a happy dream.
An art that reads your regrets and shows you happiness. I'm going to the Cape.
Now? What on earth's gotten into you? Velvet...
Velvet!
Don't go. Stay here. Stay with me.
That is the most obvious trap ever. Oh no, I can't wake up from my coma, but as soon as Sis goes to see what's up, wakes up.
This is Fee's compass. I'm sorry, Laphi.
No, don't. Wait. Velvet, wait. Don't leave me here.
Oh, that sucks.
Fog? Is this what Magilu was talking about?
We're going to the Cape Shrine. It's time to drag out the Therian.
This is all going to suck once she realizes, what if it's not as... Uh-oh. What if it's not as bad as it seems, and it's all real, and Velvet's just, abandoning her little brother? That'd be terrible.
Velvet!
That was a loud scream for very normal
Velvet,
voice.
You have to stop your friends. They keep saying they're going to the Cape, and they just won't listen.
The Abbey's forbidden anyone from going inside. We'll all be punished if anyone breaks the rules.
I hate to say it, Nico, but I think I'm a terrible person. I really thought I could have my old life back again, and I could forget everything else. I tried to act like I was doing it for Laffy, but it was all for myself. But I can't forget. I shouldn't forget. Laffy is dead. He was murdered without even knowing why. I will never forgive that. Ever! So get out of my way. If you don't, I'll devour you again!
Velvet. Why?
Oh yeah, the same werewolves.
There we go! The truth at last!
Wait, are they? I don't understand. They're all still I don't get it.
How color me surprised. I didn't think you'd actually tough it out. What are you talking about? Focus on the monsters, sweetie pie.
Wait, why the hell did Eisen learn resurrection of all things? I mean, it's super useful, but that's a weird one for Eisen.
This way! The shrine's through these woods!
Hey, mind telling me what the hell's going on?
It's a trap. Trap, trap, trap. Our enemy spun an illusion based on Velvet's dreams.
Okay, this is one thing that I actually really hate, and I'm sure it'll be cleared up soon enough, but Magalu is starting to turn into that type of character I absolutely hate, and it's a type of character I hate more than any other character you could possibly conceive in a story. And that is the character that knows everything that's going on and never gets hurt because they're so knowledgeable and no one can ever outsmart them because they have a perfect vision of everything at all times. And I'm not talking about like someone who's, I guess I'm talking about someone who's blatantly overpowered, but not for the reason like they're strong, but for the reason like I know everything and absolutely everything. And I'm sure we'll get more into her backstory, but she hasn't shown a sign of weakness aside from that one moment at the docks the entire story. Like, she has not shown a single sign of flaw aside from being an unlikable person at times. And that's starting to worry me a lot with her character, because that's just like a personal thing that I have more than anything else, is like a character who is mentally and socially perfect is an imperfection in itself.
That's a nasty little art.
But Velvet saw through it all?
She did. But even if it's all a dream, such brutality on her part.
Velvet's always been our brutal poodle. But to shake off the dream by herself, now that's something. The boundary between dreams and reality is demarcated solely by one's own heart. What? I'm saying she's wowie zowie cool beans. Come on, we gotta hurry.
Mogul can really come up with this stuff on the spot. I wish I could be like half as clever as she is with my words.
Hell, even if it wasn't, I won't turn back!
Got that? I keep seeing these gaps we can jump across. I don't know when we'll learn how to do that, but can't wait till we do. I wonder if all the Therians are going to go back to like a semi-human form, or they're going to join us, I mean. Of course we're going to fight them, but... No, it's just Cerberus. Let me guess, you're weak to water? No. Oh, one head's fire, one head's water. Therian Orthus. Or Orthrus. Weak to wind.
Wait.
Okay.
I know you. Nico's dogs!
Oh, that's what... Her dogs transformed to Therians? That's sick. I mean, that's really, like, terrible, but it's still sick. Jeez. That breath attack is really annoying. There we go. I need someone to resurrect Eleanor.
You thought I'd stop there? Annihilating?
Now, rise
There we go. The damage you can pull off when you're just ready to unleash it all is great. Oh, that was a lot. That felt really good. You know, I'm sure there are a ton of hyper arts, or mystic arts, I mean, but I've never been hit by one. Like, I even have skills that negate their damage, but when you play Velvet, it's either the fact that they're not using them, or just flat out, I'm not getting hit, ever. Because no one aside from Artorias during the story cutscene has landed one on me, or even used one from my knowledge. Which is really weird, because normally by this point in a Tales game, the bosses almost start to kind of spam them a bit. There we go. I was using a lot of fire moves against him in hindsight, and that was kind of dumb. But, problem solved, right?
Sorry, pups. You're coming with me.
Velvet!
Don't worry, she'll do
It's
what she
okay.
always does.
I killed their owner. I deserve all their hate. And then some. But not now. Understand? Once I get my revenge, you can tear me apart if you like. I promise. Until then, I'll need your help.
Please turn into a talking dog. Oh no, it just turns into rad Therian dogs.
Guess the art finally evaporated.
The book. It disappeared.
What book?
I found a copy of the ancient book with every page still intact. It was in Velvet's house.
Artorias' book!
The real one might still be there. We should go back to Velvet's house to search for it.
I want to look in the hole first, though. Funny that Velvet didn't level up. Infernal Bloom. Crown Fire. Elemental Attuned Glaciite. Provides the ability to trigger a random skill which improves elemental damage. Get that book. What the hell? There's a code red demon here?
That was one hell of an illusion. I have to admire the skill that went into its construction.
The caster probably has a tethered Malak with a unique power on the same level as my Reaper's curse. I can think of one person who would lay such a wicked trap.
Melchior? Again?
Still, we may have a new clue to
No?
the nature
Okay.
of Innominat. You found Innominat's book, right, Laphicet?
Yeah, in Velvet's house.
Then let's hurry to Velvet's house.
That's just a Skeleman. So let's quick save and then murder him. Even though we're kind of in a rush to get back to the house, why not murder this random skeleton man on the way back?
Are we ready for this?
Iron Bones. Weakness Fire, Undead, Armored Fiend. Actually, Rokuro would be great for this. Ooh, that's perfect. Funny that he learned this move, which is actually great for this. Armored, and then we're gonna top it off with, more fire, I guess. Oh, that's not the one I wanted to use. Come on, hit me, Mr. Boss. Damn it. Whoa, I managed to parry that. Not really parry, I guess it's perfect frame dodge. Not really perfect frame either, because it's really lenient. I don't know what to call it. I was hoping that it hit me, but it didn't. Why does he have so much health? He's totally way above our level, isn't he? He's only level 58, but taking damage is not in his repertoire of skills. Oh, we almost got a 100-hit combo. I was so close, but he started blocking.
You thought I'd stop there?
You whore.
Did you think you could escape me?
We mastered a lot of things. Mirrored Glaciite. Grants a random skill that can now damage... Wait, that can allow damage to be reflected when nullifying damage on evil mode or above. We are not on evil mode, so I guess that does not apply to us. Bummer. Well, come on, guys.
Scout.
I think, though, between this and next episode, I'm gonna go, like, on a giant grinding spree, practically. And I'm gonna try and upgrade everyone's armor so that they have a bunch of BG. Even if it means that I'm kind of... Whoop, there we go. Kind of holding them back from learning skills for a bit. Because they know plenty of skills. I've been letting them learn every single skill possible, even if it just degrades us in terms of damage and everything, so... I think I'm gonna take the higher BG and souls over learning some skills for a while. Feel like it'd help ease the pain of the game a bit on us. Not that it's really too hard, but... Oh, there are chests here. I didn't even think about it.
There's nobody here.
This is reality.
The only reason I didn't guess illusion, though, was because I'm like, they already played the illusion thing with Aizen and his sister, so like, why would they do it again? I feel like that'd be too obvious, but I guess that's exactly what they did.
It's empty.
No surprise there. Artorias is too thorough to overlook something like that.
If only I'd showed it to you as soon as I found it.
Don't beat yourself up over it. We wouldn't have been able to read it without Grimoire anyhow. It was just a dream. All of it.
Yeah, what was in there could have been completely wrong for all you know. Is this Velvet's room? She's a cute little bunny. And, wardrobe. Huh.
This was your room, wasn't it? You can knit?
I was trying to learn. Nico said she'd teach me how as a thank you for giving her my quiche recipe. We wanted to finish a set of scarves for the winter.
Velvet.
Forget about it. I don't need to knit anymore.
I mean, you can. Be a good pastime when you're not murdering people.
Check out all these complicated-looking books.
A hand-drawn map!
Nice. It's incomplete, but seems quite detailed.
It's beautiful.
My brother drew it every day. Even when his fever got too strong for him to read a book, he'd stare at that map for hours.
Laffy said he wanted to travel the world?
Yes, it was his dream. I never understood what made him want to do something so dangerous. But I'm living his dream now. It's ironic, isn't it?
I'm about to give away spoilers for like a forever old game. So, this has a very similar start to Xenogears. I know I bring up Xenogears a lot. I'm sorry if you guys are so tired of hearing about it already. But, in the start of Xenogears, spoiler alert for super old game, it was the first time I ever had an incident with Velvets where everything is not really the main character's fault, but it's their fault. Like, essentially, in the start of Xenogears, the main character, like, nukes the village, practically. Like, the village is destroyed, and there's tons of dead people and orphans everywhere, and it's, like, the main character's fault. And that was one of the moments that hooked me on the game. And they kind of redid it here, and I like it.
Those are the graves of my sister and her son. He died before he was even born.
They're in rough shape. We should lay some flowers.
Don't bother. There's no point.
A keen insight. Eating one would be cruel enough, but plucking an innocent flower just to offer it as decoration for some memorial. That's not even a sacrifice, just a cruelty devoid of all purpose.
Melchior!
As obtuse as ever.
I take it you're the one behind the dream fog?
I must say, you did well to break such resolve. If you weren't a Therian, I'd be tempted to take you under my wing.
Did you come here to flatter me?
Indeed. Although I was already in the neighborhood to retrieve this book.
I'll be taking that.
This book was compiled by my dear friend, who was also Artorias' mentor and predecessor as head of the Exorcists. It contains the hopes and dreams left by a noble soul who gave his life for the world that grieved him. It is not for a tainted demon to touch.
Like we need your permission!
I'm sorry. Whoa. I don't mean to pause it at such a climactic moment, but that run was the goofiest thing I have ever seen.
like we need your permission.
Oh, jeez. I'm sorry. I'll let it continue. Just... Okay, back to, Devil Trigger Melchior. Whoa. Oh, wait, that's not him.
Look who obeyed me for once.
Is that... You didn't!
Be patient. You'll know everything before long. What we seek is the...
Wait, I see he has a beard. Is that Ifrit? Did he turn Ifrit into some sort of demon monster?
realization of a perfect order, as tranquil and beautiful as a wildflower in bloom.
That's totally Ifrit, isn't it?
A perfect order? Let's go. There's nothing left for us here.
But no, for real, why would he even bother showing up? Like, obviously this village had been screwed with forever ago. Why is Melchior just now standing outside just to be evil and taunt Velvet like, whoa, ho, ho, I'm so evil, I tricked you. Haha, bye. Like, he had no purpose in actually standing outside the house and waiting for us. Other than to taunt Velvet, I guess, if that really floats his boat? Doesn't really make much sense to me.
Oh! Look! It's the Book of Enominat!
What's it doing there? Wait, that's one of Arthur's.
Actually, it's a copy that Laphicet made.
Oh, that's right.
Laffy made a copy of the book. He transcribed it all by hand, and then he sold it, just to buy me that comb.
There was something here for us after all.
Laffy.
I feel like
If
Laffy's
that's the
still
complete
alive, though.
manuscript, we might be able to unravel Enominat's secrets.
Like, Laffy, I feel like, should be alive. He suffered a very different fate from the rest of all these people.
Have to show it to Grimoire.
Pulling one over on the old man, are you? Never a dull moment with Lady Calamity around.
Copy of Enominat's book.
All
Well,
right.
that was quite
Time to
the,
drop off the pups and get Grimoire to translate this book. We're going back to Titania.
Oh, we have another Moglu's Menagerie to do.
That horned monster.
He was with Melchior. There was something different about him. He wasn't a Malak, though, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's a demon. But why would the Abbey be working with a demon?
He could be a Therian, maybe. I mean, there was Medissa and Kamoana.
No, I don't think so. The Abbey keeps their Therians behind barriers and bound to Earth Pulse points. A Therian can't send malevolence to Enominat while walking freely.
That's correct. And besides, Orthrus was already here.
In any case, now we know Melchior has a mean-looking bodyguard in addition to his illusions. That'll take quite a lot to stop him.
Aye. That's a fact.
Yeah, he totally knows that it's Ifrit. So he turned Ifrit into some sort of demon. And is having him follow him, which means Eisen is probably going to have to fight Ifrit at some
Eleanor,
point.
There's something I have to ask.
What is it?
Did you leak our plans to the Abbey?
Eleanor hasn't done anything like that.
Then how do you explain Melchior and his illusions already waiting for us when we got to a ball?
I promised you that I would work together with you until I found the truth for myself. I'm not up to any tricks. It's far too late for that now.
Exactly what a guilty party would say.
If anyone's suspicious here, I'd say it's you, Magilu.
No tricks? I don't even know what a trick is.
Enough. If Eleanor was leaking information, then Titania would surely be under attack by now.
Right. I'm sure the Abbey would love to have those Therians back.
Took like Velvet 10 minutes to go back to normal Velvet.
But the enemy was in that village waiting in ambush.
The Abbey isn't foolish. They figured out by now that we're rounding up the Therians. They'll have left traps for us with each remaining one. It's the obvious move.
All right. If that's how you see it, I'll stand down.
So you trust me then?
No. I'm saying that anything the Abbey tries, I'll be ready for it.
Oh, such a brave, determined soul.
It's kind of mean.
Eleanor, does the Abbey possess an art that can control demons?
Not that I've ever heard of. Besides, if they could control demons, there'd be no need to resurrect Innominat, would there?
Can't argue with that.
But Melchior was obviously in control of that demon. How did he manage that?
You can't tether them like a Malak, and Melchior wasn't using oaths or mana to compel him. No, this was something more like mind control.
Mind control?
Let's say you know your target's innermost desires. You simply conjure the right illusion. Show them what would push their buttons in just the right way.
Ah, if you can create an illusion of something someone really wants, you can control them.
Exactly. You can force a powerful burden upon your target's psyche. Until their spirit breaks, that is.
What happens when they break?
Depends on the target. They might become an empty shell, they might go wild with desire. Eeny teeny spiny crow.
You sure know a lot about this.
Now that you put it that way, why would I know so much about it? What if someone is controlling me, making me say these very words? How horrifying!
I believe I'll take your words with a grain of salt.
So my guess so far, which seems to be the kind of obvious thing, is that either Magalu is leaking plans to the Abbey for her own personal reasons, or I know at least she was trained by Melchior. Like, that's pretty apparent, since she knows so much about how she works and makes so many remarks about it.
Woohoo! My sister's making us pickleboard meatballs for dinner tonight!
Hey! What did I tell you about bothering travelers? Sorry about that. He's totally obsessed with food.
That's all right. Pickleboard meatballs, huh? Sounds delicious. They're really super tasty, but Sis says that they used to taste even better.
Why's that? We used to get deliveries of fresh, delicious prickleboar meat from the nearby village of Abbey. But in the Advent 3 years ago, demons attacked the village, and now it's gone. It's such a tragedy.
Wait, how do you explain the people here saying that the people in the village were alive? Does that mean that just the few people we talked to are all illusions?
If they only could have held out for just one more day, I'm sure Lord Artorius would have saved them.
Artorius. Right.
You're still like 0% closer to finding out what Artorius is actually doing.
Our town decided to make a new holiday marking the day that Lord Artorius became the shepherd. 3 years ago, when the Malakim appeared on the Advent, Taliesin was the first town that Lord Artorius saved. We hold great pride at being the city where humanity first struck back against the demons.
That explains why you'd celebrate his ascension, but wasn't a ball closer to his heart?
You may be right about that. Not being able to save a ball was a terrible agony for Lord Artorius. Even though he killed the demons that destroyed the village, he couldn't bring back the lives that had been lost. If Lord Artorius had gone to a ball first, our city might have been destroyed instead. We won't forget the tragedy that befell a ball. That's the other purpose of this holiday. Remembrance.
That's right. Lives lost can never be brought back.
That's actually one thing I'm kind of getting sick of hearing from all these conversations, is starting conversations like, Artorius is the best, you know, he did this and this and this for us, and I don't know. I feel like I'm hearing this a bit too much, and it's not like it's annoying me because it's Artorius, because he's quote-unquote evil. I don't know what he actually is. But, it's more just like the flow of conversations is so predictable. Like, there's one conversation in every single town that's like, Artorius did this for us. So, I don't know. I would like to go into a town where there is no influence of Artorius. If you guys liked the video, which I'm surprised, once again, 50 likes on the last video within like the first 2 days. I think it's the most I've gotten, even topping some of Radiant Dawn. I don't know why, specifically that video, but thank you. Thank you very much. It means a lot. Anyway, leave a like if you liked the video, and if you want to become a member of the Dust Brigade, just click subscribe. Thank you, and see you on the next one. Riding out.